Good morning, folks. It's Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids, sleepy-eyed in Orlando. Guys, I made it up to Orlando. We hung out a little bit at the parks last night with the family, but I got hit up by Taylor on Instagram. Taylor, say hi to the crowd. Taylor's all hooked up here with a private access lake. This thing is huge. It's a big old lake with docks and pads, everything Orlando's got to offer when it comes to this incredible bass fishing scene. He even tells me that it could have been a bombing platform at one point. Unique drops offs and big holes everywhere, and my man just hooked up about a 2.5 pounder, would you say? Soaking a Senko out in one of these holes. I got all the pads surrounding me over here. I'm throwing a popper. The light was dim. I didn't even have the camera going. I actually did have the camera going. I didn't hit record button, unfortunately, but we're out here ready to kill it. Orlando bass fishing style. Got just enough light to get some video. I'm gonna throw my popper, see if I can get a topwater fish. My man's gonna continue to sink the Senko and see how it goes from there. So just hang out with us. Guys, I just literally finished my intro and Taylor's already got his second fish on Senko. He's killing it out here. Man, we've been out here probably less than 10 minutes. He's got 2 fish on. He keeps doing that. I'm gonna be sinking the Senko down deep here in a minute, but right now, I already got a little pop on it. I did this just the other day in one of my videos. There's the little boss pop. Probably hard to see. It's just so dim out here, guys. I got a boss pop by Booyah in a bluegill pattern, so hopefully that'll get a little attention right on the edge of these pads. Look how beautiful this is. This is so Florida, it's insane. So let's get on it. So Taylor's lived here about 12 years, he says, and man, he sent me some pictures on Instagram that are just outrageous for some of the biggest fish out here. Now, you said your personal best is what out here?
10.8.
10.8, so he's got a 10+ pounder, but you've seen or heard about 13s?
I've seen, there's a guy that lives on the lake. He's caught one out here that was 11.8. And the biggest one that I've seen, we didn't have a scale, so I don't have an official weight for it, but she was pushing like 12.5 pounds maybe.
Okay, guys, so you're here at 10 to 12 pounders out here. That's not surprising for a Florida lake like this. So that's what we're after. If we don't get anything like that, I'm perfectly happy to get anything that happens because I'm fishing. That's pretty much all there is to it. I could be out at the parks and doing everything I do in Orlando, but I'll get that done tonight. But right now we're looking at about 4 to 6 hours worth of fishing opportunities here. So I'm gonna take advantage of it. Getting it again, he's getting tapped. Look guys, look at this. Number 3 on the Senko in his hole. Let's feel better. Oh my gosh, guys. What do? Do I put up the popper and just join my man? Because he's catching them just like that. Number 3 in like, I don't know, how many minutes is that? Can I save your Senko? Yep, I'm gonna save your Senko here, brother. Check it out, check it out. Can you get it? What a flip. I flipped his Senko right in the boat. He saved the Senko. That's awesome. What's that, like 80 cents a piece unless you get a good deal on them? Nice job, Taylor. That's number 3. Very cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw like 10 more casts with this popper. Or how about this? I'll throw 10 more casts with this popper, or he'll catch 1 more fish, whichever comes first, and then I'm switching. That's all there is to it. So you are down low, huh? I might have a little bit too much weight on my Senko, so what I'll do is maybe I'll throw a lizard down there, but you are on the bottom just dragging it, aren't you? Guys, he's not weightless. I don't know if I said that or not. I thought he was weightless. He's actually Texas rigging that green pumpkin chartreuse Senko down on the bottom, about 5/16 ounce Woo tungsten. Woo tungsten. I love it. Oh, there's the topwater bite, guys. I got it. I was only about what, 4 or 5 casts in? Taylor's doing the Senko thing, and I told him, I said, you know, if I'm gonna do a topwater, it's gonna be this popper to start, just to test the activity level of the fish. And look how green and dark and beautiful that bass is right in the nose with my Booyah popper. So my man Taylor's in 3 fish. I'm in for 1 on a topwater bait. Can't beat that. This early morning, we gotta throw topwater. So there you go. My first fish on this big, beautiful Orlando lake. Let's get out there and get a couple more. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Since I did get that, and it didn't take long, since I got the topwater bite, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Whopper plopper. I'm gonna throw something just a little bit bigger, see if I can draw a bigger bite early on. That was a decent fish, but yeah, this little popper is perfect. It's just a great search and find machine when it comes to checking the activity of these bass. So yeah, Whopper plopper time. It's the right one. Look at the 75. Isn't it cool looking? It's like a perfect little compact little beast.
What's the biggest fish you caught on that so far?
I've not caught a single fish on the 75. I've caught them on the big one, I've caught them on the small one, but nothing on this 75 yet. I had a few blow-ups, but I didn't fish it much. But man, the blow-ups I got were decent. They just didn't latch on. I'm pretty confident they were snakeheads. I mean, they were coming up and they were waking on it, and then they just slap and just, yeah, for a second, but yeah, nothing yet. So we'll see. This is a sexy shad looking deal for this water clarity, and what Taylor says, guys, is this water is very, very clear. Can't tell now because it's really dark, but it is a clear body of water. So this color, this whitish, sexy shad, should be a good color to throw. I've got the monkey. Oh, someone's waking. Someone's waking. There it is. Oh, I saw it coming. Did you see that? Did you see it? It's a good one, guys. Oh, this is a nice fish on the Whopper plopper. I've only thrown about 4 or 5 casts. I saw it waking all the way out from the pads. You see how early I called it? How early did I call it? I said, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Look at this fish. I'm so glad I've got you, my man. Look at that bass. Whopper plopper. You are the man. Guys, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I can't deal with this, dude. Seriously. I need to go home. I'm done. I'm cooked. I love this stuff. Golly, thank you, my friend. You are the man. Give me some love right here. Jesus, look at this, guys. Is that a beauty? All right, here's the conversation Taylor and I had. Do you have a scale? Do I have a scale? We don't have a scale. Just every big bass like this, I want you guys to tell me how big is that. I know how big this fish is. I could guess, but I want you all to tell me how big this fish is. It's got a skinny little belly. It's not very big. It's definitely post-spawn, but it's got some meat to it. So in the comments below, guys, tell me how big my first big fish is. Let me get some pliers out and we'll get them going and get them loose. So there's the Whopper plopper, the 75, and this is the first bass I've caught on the Whopper plopper 75. That's a great little compact topwater bait. One more look at that beauty. Remember, guys, leave a comment below. Tell me how big that is. That's my biggest bass in Florida this trip, no question. Back it goes. All right, guys, I'm back at it. I'm plopping along, and literally, I don't think you'll be able to see it. It was a good ways off. But you heard how early I called it. I saw that fish waking on this Whopper plopper, coming way out from the pads. So they're in the pads, those big ones are in there. So that's a sign right there. If the topwater bite slows down and the sun comes up, obviously throwing some frogs over the pads and flipping the pads could be a really, really easy decision. Orlando has over 2,000, I should say Orange County has over 2,000 lakes and ponds in it. And less than a tiny percent, barely a 1% of them is accessible to the public. So having access to a lake like this, and my man being here for 12 years and knowing the lake well, he's living in a gold mine. He's living in a dream when it comes to bass fishing opportunities. I'd love it. I'd love to be down here living somewhere like this. He's got a perfect little rig for it. You can run a motor at full tilt if you actually had a motor out here. The lake is pretty darn big. Look behind me, guys. I mean, it's a pretty darn big lake. Docks everywhere. So many different options when it comes to the types of fishing you could do, from the vegetation to hard cover to contour lines with the bomb holes. Bomb holes, I've never heard of such a thing. A bombing platform way back in the day. Can you imagine, guys, what this lake looked like if you drained it? Just big old divots everywhere in it where bass can sit on edges and all that. Just too cool. Really neat situation to be fishing here in Orlando. It sounds like I'm in good company with Taylor. I'm sitting there telling Taylor, like, just tell me how to fish, make sure you're cool with me paralleling these pads, and you know, if I'm cut you off, let me know. He's like, dude, all I want you to do is catch a fish. He's like, he's a very gracious host. It's a lot like me. If I ever have people on my boat or if I'm taking people out fishing, I don't care if I catch a fish. I just want to see people enjoy and enjoy the experience like I do on bodies of water that I like to fish, and I've never been here, so my man's giving me every opportunity to catch the big one, and I've already done that. I've already caught the biggest fish of the trip. If we do any better than that, that's going to be a treat. I have a feeling we will, though. I have a feeling we might get a bigger one than that, but if we don't, it's all good. Oh, I see some kind. Oh, there we go. Nice. another bass on the Whopper plopper, and he gets off, guys. He was little. Oh, he was so small, but he ate. I didn't even see the bite. It was like that. So the Whopper plopper's got hookup number 2. So 2 fish with topwater, a popper, and a nice one on a Whopper plopper, and then another little dink right there. But that still tells the tale, guys. I'm still chucking and winding it, and I will continue to do that until it doesn't give me any more love. All right, guys, my man is on again. Does it feel like it's got some weight to it? Another little one? Yeah, see, the Senko's tearing him up. Yeah, if it gets out another one. Damn, my man is on his game. He's got the numbers happening right now. A little bit better fish, right? Oh yeah, there we go, guys. Got the sun just right too. That sun is coming out. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that fish shining in the sun. Wow, that's awesome. I love the greenness. Look how green they are. Absolutely beautiful fish, brother. Nice. Skinny little guys this time of year. A lot of those were, a lot of the fish I was catching on the golf course ponds were skinny too. So we got to feed them a little bit more, right, Taylor? Let's keep feeding them. Nice. Good fish? Guys, that looks like a, no, I was gonna say, in the pads, it looks like a giant, but there's another fish though. Great numbers out here, man. Great numbers. Get them. Nice. Awesome. I've been watching Taylor work it, guys. It's awesome to see him do his thing. A lot of little fish at this point, but we know they're here, man. We know they're here, right, Taylor? Check it out. Wasn't recording, but I got myself my first Senko fish. I changed from that real natural pattern to this little green pumpkin, green and purple flake, but look how dark and beautiful they are. So I got myself a Senko fish, a couple topwater fish, and got finally on a soft plastic bite. Going back, let's see if we can find some more. Little tiny bit of shade. Oh, nice. Oh, you got a fluke fish, don't you? That sounded awesome. Let's see what you got. Oh, man, it's got a interesting colored fluke, right? What color fluke is that?
I think it's called plum.
Oh, he's got a plum colored fluke and he's got a little weight on the head, so he's just working the soft jerkbait angle. Another fish for Taylor, man. Good job. That's only like 3 minutes after mine on my Senko, so we're getting a little bit of action over here. Nice jump, man. Another fluke fish for Taylor. Check him out. He just changed colors and went weightless, and he just popped another one like barely 5 minutes later. He's smoking them. Yeah. Don't make me do it. I might have to. I love a fluke bite, so I'm doing it, guys. I'm going to get a different color than he's got, just so we have something different going on. But I'm going to take off this Senko. It's such a slow thing to fish, and a fluke is just so much more fun. So let me reach down here and line a little bag of tricks. Break out a fluke. With the fluke, you've got the subtlety of a Senko, but the action you need in some cases. So there's the watermelon, little black flakes in it. Same exact setup, guys. I'm literally just able to go from a Senko to a fluke on the same rig. Same 12-pound test, same 4/0 wide gap grip pin must add, and weightless Texas rigged. Piece of cake, right? So let's see if we can get out there and join Taylor on some of that fluke action. I kind of want to throw my popper out there. It looks so good. Oh, there we go. Oh, man. I had one. Yep, he got it. Yeah, he came back and got it. Awesome, guys. Got my first fluke fish. You know what? It actually feels pretty good, guys. It's a decent fish, I think. Let's see on my watermelon fluke. Yeah, it's got some weight to it. Awesome. Check him out. Let me surf him in since he's decided to put his head up. That's awesome. Let me get him in like that, guys. Check that out. Came back and got it. That's the best part, is that I thought I missed him, but he wanted it pretty bad. There it is. Fluke fish. A beautiful thing. Let's put him back. Go get some more. Oh, right there. Get it like topwater, guys. That was awesome. I was skimming it right across the top. That was a great bite for a fluke, wasn't it? Not a big one, guys, but I got a topwater fluke bite right in the chin. Look how perfectly that guy's hooked. Isn't that awesome? That was a fun bite, man. Very fun bite. Going back through the pads. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know if he's big or not, but he's coming at me. Yeah, he's coming at me, guys. I got myself a high-tech swim bait fish, and he crushed it. Decent little fish, nothing crazy, but he was a nice pop on that bite. And it's another bait. It's always fun to try something different, right? Let's go easy on this high-tech. They rip pretty easy. So there it is, full-blown 4.8. I think that's the silver flash minnow color. Just another fish out of this awesome lake with a different bait. Back-to-back casts. Well, not back-to-back. Right after I put my fish away, my man's got a good one. Yeah, he's got a nice one. Holy crap. It's a nice fish. Oh my God. You go ahead and land it. Are you serious? Dude, did you just catch that fish? Look at the eyeballs on this thing, guys. Oh my God, that is a beautiful fish, dude. Again, skinny belly on him, but look at the eyeballs and look at the mouth. Let me see that mouth, dude. Face it right towards the sun. Turn around towards the sun. Let's get this thing right. There it is, guys. Now we got the right sun. That's a beautiful fish, brother. All right, we're gonna kick a couple shots at this one because that's the biggest fish of the day. Hang tight. Guys, we're going for the release on this beautiful, beautiful fish. Go Taylor. Nice job, bro. They are definitely in here for sure. We haven't been out here but a couple hours. Beautiful, great job. Give me some love on that one. Nice. All right, let's go get some more. All right, folks, that was Taylor working the magic on the Senko with a little bit of weight, or is that weightless? He's just Texas rigged with a little bit of weight, like a 5/16 ounce. Literally, his line was in the water. I was releasing my first swim bait fish. So he got him down on the bottom, kind of out here in the open. Yeah, I felt that bite. I felt that bite. So I got to keep him over the pads, right on the edge of the dock, guys. That's a little fish, but that was a fun bite. I felt that signature tap. Got myself a dink on my brand new fluke right in the nose. He couldn't have been hooked any better. Back he goes. All right, guys, it's not like I'm needing to not record. It's just a matter of being excited out here and forgetting to record. Got another swim bait fish. Check it out. Another little guy, but he came up and ate it right at our feet. We saw it happen. Just an awesome bite. And Taylor and I were having a conversation about swim baits and whether or not I like the belly weighted swim bait hook. And hell yeah, I like the swim bait hook with a belly weight, because that thing comes through all kinds of stuff. You can throw it over the pads, get it past the pads and on the other side of the pads, and anytime there's grass or anything like that, it's just so weedless and it can go through so much stuff versus a, you know, hook top version. And then on top of that, if you ever need to do something similar but do something real weedless, you can always Texas rig it with a little nose weight and just a little offset worm hook and do it that way. But the belly weighted deal really keels it out and makes it swim perfectly. There he is. My man's hooking it up again on the fluke. We got great numbers today and some big fish. We got a little bit of everything going on in Orlando. That's awesome. Good. Dark, skinny little guy. All right. I'm doing something different here, guys. I am doing something very, very different. I'm throwing on a jerkbait. I'm going to throw on a floating jerkbait. I got a bomber. I got myself a little bomber. This deal right here is an awesome, look at the color of that. So trying to emulate maybe some golden shiners that are in here. It floats. So let me tie it on and see what happens. I'm just not even done tying on my little jerkbait and he's still popping them. You're a madman, Taylor. You're a madman. There we go. Right on the edge of the pads. This is such a great little deal. It's fun as hell. You can catch so many fish like this. It's a little one, but guys, check that out. Tell me he didn't think that was a little golden shiner going on. He wasn't going anywhere with those trebles either. So unlike a soft jerkbait, little fluke, he couldn't miss that hook right there. I missed one a minute ago. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? All right, back at it. That's a small bomber, long A. Bomber is what that is. Small version. So let's get it back out there. Oh man, like a topwater bite. I love it. Guys, I dropped the bomber jerkbait right on the edge of the pads, and this bass just literally grabbed it the second it hit the water. I'm telling you, this is such an awesome bait for down here. A lot of people don't realize what a bright and shiny, golden looking jerkbait like this can do on a bright sunny day. Tell me that's not awesome. All right, back at it. That's number 2 fish and 3 bites in no time.
The boat was originally.
There we go. Oh, it's a nice fish, dude. I see a bed, I thought, over there. Guys, this might be a nice one on the jerkbait. This fish feels heavy. It really does. And I was really hoping, if not, I just snagged him. That's a lot of what happens here, because he hasn't jumped yet. I would have thought for sure he'd jump, but he's running pretty good, guys. Jerkbait in the middle of April in Florida. What I got, a side hooked fish. It has to be. Yeah, look at that, guys. He came up and swiped it. One of the smallest ones ever. I thought it was one of the biggest ones ever. That's what you get. You got these fish swiping at these little jerkbaits, and those hooks are sharp. So back at you. Let me get the real big one now. Yeah. For the school? Oh man, that was a hit and a half. Oh my God. Again, right on the edge of these pads, guys. I got whacked again. I am smacking some numbers on the jerkbait. And again, just a little guy. Geez, real little fish. But look how pretty, golly, look how pretty that fish is, color-wise.
We need somebody to come in here.
Yeah. Taylor's saying we need to get rid of some of these smaller fish and let the big ones go. That is a tough challenge sometimes with private lakes like this. They get overpopulated with little fish because there's no one in here to take some out and cull the herd a little bit so those big ones can grow. But they're still fun to catch. Yes? Nice. I like it. Oh, little guy. All right. You saw him sweeping. He's still dragging his Senko, but yeah, the little ones are out. The little ones are out in the middle of the day. That's how it goes sometimes. Lots of numbers, guys. Lots of numbers, but we're on our way to hopefully at least one more big one. We're counting it down, guys. We don't have too much longer to fish, but we've not stopped catching them, which is a really good thing. So one really nice fish under Taylor's belt, and I got my nice topwater fish this morning and the biggest fish of my trip. All right, folks, our day is coming close to an end here. A few more casts and we're gonna call it. We can get one more fish for the closeout. That'd be great. If not, we'll chalk it up for just a hell of a day for numbers. A couple really nice fish, multiple techniques, guys. Let's try and count them. Help me out, Taylor. First fish, popper. Second fish, Whopper plopper. Then we started catching them on, you caught a nice one on a Senko Texas rig. I caught one on a fluke. You caught a bunch on a fluke. I caught one on a Senko. Caught them on the jerkbait. What else? Anything else? swim bait. I caught one on a swim bait. Guys, Florida fishing, man, that is what it's all about. This time of year, post spawn, you know, it is absolutely incredible out here, and I am honored and truly blessed to be hanging out with Taylor. So let's get a couple more rounds, a couple more casts, see if we can get that sign out fish, and we'll go from there. I'm not recording. Here we go. Oh my God. Dude, I can't believe I didn't get the bite, guys, but I got a giant on my swim bait last minute. This is the sign out fish. You didn't get me hooting and hollering, but look at this fish to sign out. Are you kidding me? Land my fish, baby. Holy crap, it looks exactly like yours, doesn't it? About the same exact size.
See what I'm talking about this?
Yeah, that's amazing. Tyler Taylor, man, I'm sorry I messed that up, but you know, I'm excited. Look at my fish, guys. Look at that mouth on it. Look at how deep he ate that swim bait down there. Is that not amazing? Is that not a Florida lunker, big mouth, or what? He got it so well. So what Taylor has been telling me, hold on, let me pop that out. Taylor's been telling me that these golden shiners, look at the tongue on that, the color of the tongue and the lips, the way they eat those golden shiners to get that cool stain. But that's it right there, guys. We are definitely going to get a couple pictures of that bad boy. I'd say that's a good one, my man. Thanks for putting me on him. It's been awesome. Let's get a couple pictures and sign out, guys. All right, folks, here's the deal. We just put this beautiful bass back in the water. I'm going to show you the release. For whatever reason, as you all know, GoPro can be pretty finicky, so I had an audio malfunction and we didn't get audio in this, but check out the release. Happy and healthy, beautiful, beautiful Orlando bass. So that's the biggest bass of my trip. That's the biggest bass of the day. Thought this morning's fish was going to be the biggest fish of the day, but I was pretty confident with Taylor right here. Taylor hooking me up, hitting me up on Instagram. Let me know about these giant bass that are swimming around these private access lakes. Check out his Instagram page. Give him a follow. It's Bass by the Pound. I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can do that. There's probably some underscores in there as Instagram makes us do. So that's the deal. My man Taylor, again, making my trip. So here's the deal. Tomorrow I'm leaving mid-morning. The chances of me getting out on a pond or doing something tomorrow morning is there, but unlikely. So this is the end, most likely, of my trip to Florida. And to end it like this, I can't ask for more. So just a killer day. Thank you, Taylor. As always, I appreciate you joining me. As always, I appreciate you subscribing. And until we meet again, over and out.